it's me, Olena. So today in this video I'm gonna do a what's on my iPhone video. Aren't as popular as they were, but I don't care. Pretty boring, but this is kind of the only sit-down video that I kind of thought of doing. It's the iPhone 6s. I've been through a lot with this phone. Well, actually my old phone, which was also the iPhone 6s. I like dropped it in the toilet twice and in water a bunch of times. It used to be a white screen, like a white cover, but since I cracked it at a party, so I have a black screen. That's why it looks like weird. What you gonna do? So yeah, and then my case is just a blue silicone case from Amazon. Pop sockets don't really stick onto silicone cases, just a warning if you're ever going to get a pop socket. But what I did was I took nail glue and I just glued it on. So my home screen is just a picture of me and my friend Cassandra. We are at the beach. So this is just my home screen. I just have a marble wallpaper in the background. So I just have the basics. I got photos, messages, camera, calendar, weather, clock, maps. I have two map apps, but whatever. I got notes. I find iPhone, App Store, Netflix. Netflix I don't really use as much, only when I'm like can't sleep late at night and I just like want to watch Netflix instead of bringing out, you know, my laptop. Unum, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is basically where you kind of could rearrange and organize your pictures before posting them on Instagram. Like rearrange your pictures, and you could like click on one, and this works. You could click on one and delete them, and you click rearrange it and just kind of see how it looks like before you post the actual picture. iTunes Store, I have Spotify, which I love. YouTube, which you guys obviously know I love YouTube so much. But yeah, make sure you subscribe because why not? And then I have Facebook Messenger. I don't even use Facebook, but I have to keep it because I have a lot of like family and friends that live in Ukraine. And then I have my Snapchat, which is obviously private as well. I don't share my Snapchat. Then I have Oak, which is actually a meditation app. I sometimes do like to meditate. I feel like it really calms me down when I'm stressed or angry. Meditate and do breathing exercises, and you could also have relaxing sounds and things like that to make you fall asleep, which I think is really cool. Then I have Twitter, which if you guys want to follow me, my Twitter and Instagram are down below. Then I have my Instagram, which is actually private. If you guys want to follow me, I will accept and follow back. Phone, Safari, my Gmail, I like to use Gmail, and then I have my FaceTime. And then on the second page, I have a lot of things in groups edits, which I'm not really a big editing person. I kind of use Visco to edit all of my pictures. So for example, so I just click on it and then click this little button, and there's a bunch of effects that you could use, and you could kind of tone down the effect using like the exposure or the contrast, and then just save it and upload it or anything. I have Afterlight, which is an app that I used to use a lot for putting effects on my photos, but what I like to use this app for is to kind of flip it like left to right, or like different just different angles, you know, basic white borders and all that stuff. Airbrush, which is kind of like a Facetune, I guess. I use this to blur out any imperfections that I have. Like for example, I have like stretch marks on my butt, so like sometimes I like to blur it. If you have like a pimple or something, it could cover it up and smooth up the blemish. Timer cam, which is pretty self-explanatory. You just take a picture of that using your hands. And then I have iMovie. I have shopping, which I have Amazon, which is of course obviously my favorite. Romley, which is a clothing website that I sometimes shop on because it's very, very cheap. Urban Outfitters as well. And then I also have Depop, which is where you just kind of sell whatever you want and people buy it, which I haven't started yet. I literally just got it, so yeah. Games, which I don't have a lot of. I have Episode, which you guys probably know what that is. You just kind of read a bunch of random stories, and some people make them and you could just read them. I think they're pretty cool. Homescapes, which is a really fun app. It's kind of like Candy Crush, but it's slight different. But this is when you rearrange your home, and you have to open it every day, because if you miss a day you have to start over. His room done, like this whole part. Do certain levels, and when you complete a level you get a little star, as you could see on the right corner, and with those stars you can keep on going with the game and rearrange the room and stuff. And they also tell you when, if it's a hard level or not. So yeah, you get a bunch of boosters. Magicton Mansion, which is kind of the same thing, but it's just with a girl and it's a mansion. But this one's a little bit more easier, like on the easier side. Just, yeah, it's pretty fun. Really, a really fun game to do if you're like super bored. So I have Temple Run 2, which I don't really play as much. Again, I only play some games when I'm just super bored. But they just recently updated it to like a pirate edition, so that's pretty cool. Piano Tile and Maple Story, which I mostly got so I could play with my sister, because you're allowed to play with people. Create your character, and you just kind of live in a world, and you have to do like submissions. You have to fight people. Well, you don't really fight people necessarily. You fight like snails and a bunch of these like random creatures. You get like potions and power. And you complete quests and things, and show you guys specifically because I have to like download it still. It's been out for a really long time, so I feel like a lot of you guys probably wouldn't know what Maple Story is, but me and my sister used to play it when we were very young. Random, which I have Bitmoji, Calculator, Wallet, Health, Tutu app, which is a app where you could jailbreak like apps without paying for them. Reports, which is I guess another Instagram app, and someone unblocks you or blocks you or unfollows you on Instagram. I don't know why, I get very curious. So sorry about the really bad lighting, but I'm filming this 7:20. But I hope you guys enjoyed what's on my iPhone. I know it was very boring and not as fun. Comment down below any questions or comments that you guys have, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!